It is 191 per 12 cosmic meridian, or 8:40 a.m. in the Old Earth Standard. Standard 24th and 12-hour time conventions lose their relevancy as humanity moves on to galactic scale, unbound by a planet revolving around a yellow star. Still, humans are nostalgic creatures, always rambling and obsessed with the past. Not all of them are, but Captain Aaron is certainly one of them. Aaron. John, submit a summary of our current expedition to me by 11 a.m. John. Fine by me. And your 11 a.m. is 9:16 per 72? Cosmic Meridian, right? I know you prefer the Earth hour and all, but they stopped teaching them in school since the interstellar era. You're confusing the newbie. My ship, my rule, said Aaron. Aaron, my ship, my rule. Before John could think of a response to this shipmate of his, Sanya yelled from her post. Sanya. We spotted an abandoned behemoth-class ship. It appeared to be a pre-war research ship. We may find some old artifact from this. Aran. Very well. Direct us there. Sanya transferred her display to the main screen for everybody to see. A behemoth indeed. 2 whole kilometers of marvelous engineering float in place, then still in the middle of nowhere. The 37 Exploration and Artifact Retrieval Team, E/ART, crew is currently in no man's land. This place was probably colonized some time ago. They use the word probably because all records are lost after the Great Galactic Conflict. So much is lost to meaningless squabble, history, life, and culture. Besides nostalgia, humanity sure has a knack for war. This is something Captain Aaron reasoned about human and hold any trace of old culture dear to him. He once traced his ancestry back to a medium-sized country located southeast of the Asia continent called Thailand. Ara and Sanya are the only two of said ancestry on this ship. Aran stopped his train of thought. Aran. Cease! Something is wrong. A loud ear-bleeding beep rang across the ship. A massive solar flare from a nearby star struck. Warning, magnetic field generator failed. Warning, radiation breach in multiple sections. Warning, magnetic field generator inoperable. The wormhole drive inoperable. Long distance communicator inoperable. To think the field generator would fail now of all time. It was indeed not in the best condition before, but it should have lasted longer. Did Aaron overestimate the engine set, or did the technician make a mistake? It was no time to point fingers at each other. Aaron. All crew, report in. John. John, sir. Status nominal. Sanya. Sanya, sir. Status nominal. Jin. Jin, sir. Status 2 is nominal. Jin, the technician, rushed in as he spoke. Fortunately, he was nowhere near the bridge when it happened. Aaron was glad Jin made it out unharmed. Jin joined the crew after the old technician retired to tend his garden of grey space herb or something. Aaron couldn't bear to be the one to deliver bad news to Jin's family if something were to happen to him. Aaron. Great. Everyone is safe. We can move forward from this. Sanya, how is the ship? Sanya. The ship is not nominal, but the rest of the facility remains operational, fortunately. Unfortunately, I calculate that the next solar flare will hit us again in approximately 57 per 40 cosmic unit. Aaron. 3 days, huh? Shin, can you fix either the fuel generator or the whole drive within 3 days? Jin. 3 days? 3 days is about... no, I doubt I can. The fuel generator is beyond repair. The wormhole drive is salvageable, but we don't have the necessary component. Aaron. Then can we get out of the splash zone with only our thrusters? John. Unlikely. That will only delay the inevitable. Aaron. Sanya, what if we don't get out? Sanya, best case scenario is we instantly die from suffocation by atmospheric failure. Worst case is we get microwaved, and the absolute worst case is becoming a mutated monster waiting to sprite our restore horror movie style. Everyone let out a light chuckle. Moral is the second most important thing after time in this situation. Nobody likes the countdown, but we do not response. I would prefer not to. Say, what about the research ship we just found? The previous ship already utilized a basic turbo drive. Surely we can spawn in some path from here. I'll find escape ship. There was a regulation back then that any ship beyond 500 meters in range must install at minimum one escape ship the size of our spacecraft. Does anyone have any other suggestion? Everyone not in unison. Aaron. Great. Then pick it up, everyone. Bring only your essential. And you, John, bring all the recover artifact too. Make it fast, everyone. Solar flare estimate time of arrival 2 days and 20 hours. The 37 exploration ship approached the behemoth. Luckily, the ship seemed abandoned but not damaged. Its system remained operational despite being bombarded by solar flare for who knows how long. The pod automatically responded to the docking request. No need to breach the wall. Sanya. Neutral faction, I presume. No visible insignia or allied signature indicating faction. No authentication required too. Wonder how the heck got himself here. Inside is an empty docking bay. All suited up in airtight suit with filter, the four-man team departed from the comfort of their ship onto the entrance, armed with a few vacuum-compatible and regulation-compliant firearms. The crew marched onward. They arrived at the interior section, a mini city with a regulated atmosphere. Back when planets are sought after resources, many unfortunate folk were forced to live somewhere else, like inside a large spaceship. It's not an easy life. All vital resources must be imported, usually with a high cost to boot. It is also considered outside of government protection, and therefore will not provide any assistance even in the direst of situations, making a perfect target for pirates. This ship, however, is different. Research ships are almost always funded by the government or powerful backers. The populace are some of the galaxy's most skilled scientists and researchers who enjoy a luxury that no other ship developer could ever hope to. It is a ship where the most cutting-edge and most horrific technology is invented by the government for the government. Who could say the government is better or worse with how much they are artifact hunting? Who know why they are so desperate for it? Jin, I always knew the research ship back then were grand, but not this much. The entire city looked like a painting with all this vibrant color and decoration. Look at those buildings. It's so spiky. Jin spoke as he swept his glance over this unreal scenery while marching, fixating his gaze upon a church made of pointed arch, stained glass, window, and spire. Aran, yes indeed, it is beyond the luxury of any research ship. A Gothic architecture inside a spacecraft? That is unheard of. John, Captain, I thought you loved this old world building. Aaron, I do, but architecture for a ship colony is different from a planet architecture. You do not need a rooftop in a spaceship for there is no weather, and regular structure cannot withstand a spaceship movement anyway. This is a disaster waiting to happen. I know, but it is beautiful, is it not? An unknown voice retorted, followed by a synchronized sound of gun aiming at the source of the voice. There, a man, or something resembling a man, covered in bandage head to toe, with a plate mask bearing an archaic symbol, sitting on the floor where a wall was. The team was most puzzled for they were sure that it was indeed a wall. No sound was heard of the wall moving, or the man getting here. He just is. Aran yelled. Aran, Lower your weapon. The team hesitantly obeyed. Aran. My apology. I thought the ship was abandoned and we came in without permission. No. Nay, thou art free to come in as thee like. John noted to himself that the accent is of Old English, a language that exists roughly in the same time frame as Gothic architecture gained popularity. However, it is considered outdated even by the pre-interstellar Earth standard. To see such a person using it outside of show and media is quite nerve-wracking. The man being dressed in a bandage and mask also contributed heavily to the nerve-wracking, unsurprisingly. Aran. Excuse me, but who are you? No. What the secret are of that part? The bandaged man pointed to the center of the town. There lie a lone pillar building, a building that stretched from the ground to the top of the hall, a common architecture in spaceship that also served as a pillar reinforcing the ship hull. It stood out from the surrounding for its modern and sleek vibe. Aran. Thank you. The bandaged man is gone, without a sight or sound, much to everyone's worry. John. Captain, I don't trust him, not one bit. Sanya. But this ship is too large to explore within 3 days. We will take any hint that we can. Aran. I have made my decision. We will head there. I too do not trust him, but we do not have the time or luxury of being doubtful. Attention! We are heading to the pillar. Aran, John, and Sanya are no stranger to supernatural phenomena. Pre-war technology is comparable to magic after all. Otherwise, post-war people wouldn't be so desperate to rediscover this artifact. Jin appeared visibly shaken by the incident. Artifact recovery is a high-risk area. He knew the risk, but he underestimated. At least being among the veterans gave him a sense of safety among this chaos. The more they walked, the more oddity popped up. A potted plant looked more like a painting than a plant. A bridge that connects a building to a wall with no entrance or exit. A sign full of gibberish letters that vaguely resemble English. A restaurant with food still steaming. The entire city is still dead empty. John. This place felt artificial. Sanya. For once, I agree with you. As if an over AI created based on a prompt or something. The shuttle continued as they journeyed to the lone building. Solar flare estimate time of arrival 2 days and 13 hours. Beside the unusual odds and ends, the walk was relatively peaceful. The once beautiful city became a repetitive eyesore. Nothing but a vibrant color to the point of eye bleeding on every building that looked the damn same. The novelty wore off and everything looked vain. The crew made it to the foot of the pillar. Aran. There is no visible entrance. John. I knew it. He was lying his ass off. A seamless door that is indistinguishable from the wall opened. The crew carefully entered. The inside of the building is hollow with no path up. Unknown. Over here. A voice from above. This time in a modern accent. They saw it. The same bandage man, but this time wearing a blue sweater and white pants over the bandage. Looking down from a balcony that connects to a flat wall. No entry or exit. Unknown. You lot. What are you doing here? Aran. Here? You told us to come here. No. No, I definitely did not. John. You definitely did. No. That It's nonsense. I have never left this tower. Aaron recoiled back, but quickly regained his composure. I know. I don't know what you are here for, but go away. Leave me be. The man pointed his finger. This time a wall opened up leading back to the city. Aaron is determined to get more clue more than weak hand gesture and running in a circle. Aaron, then help us. And no. No. Why should I? Be gone. Aaron, look, we really need help. Our ship is stuck and inoperable. The solar flare is coming soon. And no. Not listening to anything. Go away. The man moved back from the balcony, hidden from sight as he ignored everything. Jean could see everybody's frustration rising. As afraid as he is, he has got to do something. He picked up a shard of black rock lying around and threw it onto the balcony. And no, what are you doing? Jean, nothing. And no, I can clearly see that rock. Jin, I bet you won't even do anything about that. No, I will. Jin, do it then. Do it. Prove that you can do something. Besides hiding away and ignoring everything. Silence from the bandaged man. Jin threw a second rock. Jin, I will keep doing it. This can stop anytime if you help us. No. Shut up. Jin, why are you even holding up there in this tower all alone? For how long? No. Shut up. Jin, don't you want to see what it is like outside? It may be not that good, but a mile better than here. No. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. My silence will be eternal, for your word of deceit will obey my conscience. Jin, help us, and we will leave you be. No. Speak and be gone. Jin, do you know where we can find a drive engine or escape ship? The bandaged man pointed to the ceiling, and a spiral staircase along the wall pushed out, forming a spiral ascending to the peak. No. From the apex, follow the tree spiral. Jin, how do we know that you are not lying? Silence. Jin, would you like another rudder stone instead? No. Us do not lie. Us? Jin wondered, but chose not to push them any further. He's not a confrontational man, and definitely not against a supernatural being. Still shaking from fear, he is glad he helped the team. As the crew trekked up and above the balcony, Jin looked down and saw the bandaged man curling up in a fetal position, as if to protect himself from the outside world with his ignorance. They reached the top of the stair and found themselves at the peak of the tower. Below is a full view of the beautiful city from where they stand. Strangely enough, there are pathway bridges everywhere connecting the top of the pillar to the upside-down tower erected from the whole ceiling. Sanya, this building on the ceiling weren't here before. We didn't see it at the ground level. Aaron, the structure either shifted or the upper level is obscured from those below. John, this is new. Let's be careful. Aaron took a few steps forward and turned around to Jin. Aaron, Jin, I am aware that we do not have much time to spare, but I really commend you for what you did. Jin, thanks. I'm still learning. John, if we make it back, I will be sure to treat you to the best that's wrong in base. Aaron, we will. I forbid any of you from dying on my watch. Sanya. Three spiral sign over there. All the way across the ship, a gigantic three spiral symbol is painted on the wall. Below the paint is a line of several closed gates. Upon looking down at the floor level, there exists a similar parallel of the closed gate as well, but most of them are in ruin. Alright, our destination is inside. John, but what of the artifact? I am positive there are some present in this ship. Aaron, we will secure our escape first. Make sure everything is ready to depart at will. Only then will we attempt to retrieve the artifact. Solar flare estimate time of arrival 2 days and 5 hours. Although the journey seems only a kilometer of walk at most, the bridge connecting each structure are convoluted and oftentimes loop into a circle. Each building closer to the three spiral requires you to take 4 building detour around. It's been 19 hours since the arrival of non-stop walking by foot. Not only that, but they also haven't slept in a day before the event found this ship. Sanya, the physically weakest of the group, is not holding up well. John, you are not looking too well. We can have you collect here of all place. Captain, I request we take a break. Aaron, affirmative. John and Jin set out a temporary camp in one of those ceiling buildings. I will be on the lookout. John and Jim. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sanya. It will be a quick rest, and I will be as good as new. Solar flare. Estimate time of arrival 1 day and 17 hours. Sanya's health deteriorated. It was clear that this was no mere exhaustion. The crew also felt tired too. Aran, a disease perhaps? The scanner detected nothing. John, what is the chance that the research ship was used to create a new uncategorized bioweapon? Aran, then that would mean the filter or the airtight suit is compromised. Jin, no leak in the airtight. The filter is brand new too. It could not have been the suit's fault. Sanya's heart rate spiked. Her body temperature skyrocketed. Flash sweat, trembling, and shallow breathing, on the verge of losing consciousness. Aaron, we will carry her. Something on the ship is affecting her. Sanya sprang up with great effort and administered an antidepressant to herself. A small relief as her heart rate slowed down. Sanya, that's it. I figured it out. I figured it out. Aaron, what? You figure out a cure? Sanya, negative. This is just a temporary solution. Captain, can I ask your permission to use one of our recovered artifacts? Aaron, do what you must. Sanya, John, I need you to bring out the C1121 and activate it. John reached into his bag and grabbed a small container. Inside is a metallic cuboid that fit a hand. Nicknamed Nullifier, though what it nullifies is unknown yet. A small button is present on the cuboid. John pressed it. Sanya, remember when we gave up on finding out C1121 purpose until we arrived at the base? I lied, and I dug deeper, cross-referencing other team fighting summary with OWL and the entire artifact archive. I believe that there is a branch of science that has been forgotten and lost by the war. This artifact is a direct countermeasure to said technology. Meet the psionic nullifier. The cuboid glowed and rang an angelic voice 3 times. The first ranking removed the mind fog that secretly blocked everybody's mind. The second ranking will ease everybody of body tension. The third ranking revealed a bandaged man crouching uncomfortably close in front of Sanya, staring right into her eye. Again, the bandaged man looked different from the first two. He wore a priest robe over his bandaged body and 3 spiral masks this time. Sanya, here he is, the troublemaker. I suspected that my symptoms resemble panic attack, But no, something was off. No psychiatric condition, no chemical substance, and no stress. Something external is forcing my body into a panic state. I introduce you to the technology of psionic art. Sanya said in excitement while maintaining a direct eye contact with the bandaged man. Even in front of the entity that must kill her, Sanya couldn't hold off her excitement over the rediscovery of such degree. The third bandaged man slightly tilted its head in complete silence. Sanya, this thing must have been following us since we arrived at the top, emanating a psionic wave with me being closest to the epicenter. But why me? Why only psionic wave, when they could use psychic force? Why not run when we nullify it? John, give me the artifact. John, here you go. Please don't try anything reckless. Sanya reached into her bag desperately and pulled out a device in one hand, while the other hand held the psionic nullifier. She fidgeted with the device and simultaneously turned off the nullifier, much to everyone's horror. Sanya, it's trying to communicate something with the psionic wave. Our human minds are simply too fragile to handle the frequency. Why else would a psychic entity use such an inefficient method to kill us, when it could do so much more than that? The device buzzed with white noise that slowly converged into something coherent. And no, translated through the device.
A stranger, a man, force, belonging, stationary, here, you, dream, delegation.
Sanya. Yes, we have a task to do. The cure? Apology, it was an accident. I delegate your message to this device instead. Yes, our dream is to reach the escape gate. Sanya turned to the team and promptly informed them that this entity could not speak, see, or hear. It sensed instead. A substitution by its psionic sense that, fortunately, the device can translate.
Gate, solitude, ambition.
Sanya, we must live. It's to be alive and ambition.
Worry, ego.
Sanya, solar flare. We do not have time. We will die. If I die, I cannot continue my study.
Camaraderie, fearless, eternal, procurable.
Sanya, I appreciate your offer, a fellow enthusiast of knowledge, but I cannot take it.
Fraud, testament.
Sanya, a life is more than a single pursuit. I wish to experience life in its entirety. Only then will I reconsider your offer. A suffocating silence, and the mind fog started to return.
Dead.
Sanya's finger reached for the psionic nullifier. Her body was flung up and struck by the neck by an invisible force. The nullifier fell to the ground. John leaped in to grab the nullifier. A pulse pinned John down to the floor with great impact. Alarm bang. Aran fired multiple rounds at the roof one. The bullet stopped mid-air, still smoking and rotating. Aran immediately ducked as the bullet reversed direction back into him. A sense of impending doom filled Aran. He turned around and swiped his bag off the floor to block the very same bullet he just ducked under, reversing yet again back to him. An invisible force struck him down to his knee, as the metallic tile peeled off the building and hit straight to him. Then everything stopped. Sanya fell back to the ground, John's body unpinned, and Aran heard a metallic clang on the floor. There he is, Jin, with a nullifier in hand. Aran, hold him there. I will go check John. Aran and Sanya stumbled to John. The impact was loud. They could see a blood gurgling from his mouth, a few fractures on the lip, but by the grace of God, no major vessel was torn, and the lung undamaged. A big relief. Jin, what do we do now? Will this artifact not our power? I can't hold it forever. Sanya, it can, but that will take years or decades. We should worry about getting everybody to the escape ship before the solar flight hit instead. I don't know how this entity managed to survive here, But we can't do that. Aran. Then we have to deal with this guy first. Aran approached the rope bandage man, now confused without his psionic sense, unable to see or hear. Aran landed a haymaker on its jaw, knocking it out instantly. Aran. Alright everyone, we will discuss most of our belongings so we can carry John to the ship. Keep the gun and the recover artifact with us. สัญญาณจริง Yes sir. Yes sir. The building. No. Everything shaken with intensity. An earthquake on a spaceship. Insanity. Did the solar flare arrive early? Is this the end of us all? Then everything turned to dark. Solar flare estimate time of arrival 0 days 1 hour. John was the first to wake up. To the left is Aran and Jin. To the right is Sanya. He examined his situation. He fainted after leaping for the artifact. And now everyone is here, fainting in the black room. The timer! The solar flare can hit us at any time now. John had to wake everyone up. No. Don't bother. In front of him was a bandaged man yet again. This time it felt different. The man sat on a chair. The room's black wall is constantly shifting into various patterns. The ceiling has pipes constantly moving in and out, every shifting like a swarm of worms. John, you again? Or are there 4 of you? No, neither. There's only me. What you met was a splinter, a fragment of me. John, of you? No surprise. With how powerful each of them is. Why bring us here? No. Do I need a reason? John, yes, you do. No. What do you do when you get out? John, you are not answering my question. No. What awaits you outside? John, everything. My family, my friend, my home. No. How long? John, what? No. How long before it eventually crumbles down? John, I don't know. A century or so? Nothing is forever. Such is life. But it will be one worth living. No. Naivety. You underestimated mankind. There will be suffering. That is what mankind is great at. They will brutalize all. John, it's not that bad. No. Every fool say the same thing. Only to die a miserable death. All will be lost eventually. I cannot save everyone now, but I can save you and your friend. From there, we move forward to save everyone. John, it's all of them because anyway, what can you save? No, join me. You will attain the gift of immortality. A solar flare will be but a slight inconvenience. John, your fragment already offered that before. The third one, I believe. No. And your friend rejected it. An intelligent but unwise woman. The accumulation of knowledge that is her legacy will be passed down to the ignorant, blinded to history and its worth. Aran slowly rise up. Aran, I have heard enough. I see that you are distrustful of humanity. Unknown. For their sin. This is nothing. Aran, you have seen the best and the worst of man. They cause you and everyone you know great suffering. Unknown. Do not empathize me. Heavy wind blow from the bandaged man. Aran and John struggle to stand. His voice crackled inhumanly. Unknown. An individual is sharpened and wise. A mass of individual is a feral force driven by fear and hysteria. I once was a man. Now I am beyond man, beyond you, beyond them. Run. Yet you still live in fear of humanity's mistake. You're fragment. They do not see that brave compared to you. They are ignorant and delusional. But they are still part of you. I know. A fragment of what I casted out. Aran. You refuse to accept that you are afraid, leaving them to lament on their own. Why are you afraid of them? I know. A mistake and disgrace is what they are. Aran. One of them will create a city straight out of Shakespearean literature and speak as one too. Though not perfect, do you perhaps find that a disgrace too? And no, you knew. The wind stopped, as if someone pulled his soft spot. Aran, of course I do. I adore history. You who must be of the age before the Great War. What did you think of history back then? And no, it was fascinating how they live and thrive before they are ruled once again. Aran, what will you do? And no, I will give them salvation. Aran, how? And no, my gift of immortality, and I will overlook them, only interfering if need be. The bandaged man stood up. A red cloud scattered around before converging into tendril around him. Every part of him is formed by the red dust. In fact, the red dust is manipulating everything. The wind, the constantly shifting structure, all of it. No, I perfected it before the war ended. A stream of self-replicating nanomachines that upload your consciousness and manipulate objects on large scale. The city below and the bridge tower above, all by this wonder. If only I were a little faster, then I wouldn't be the only one left here. Aran, you suffer, but the people will suffer too by you. And no, they will live. Aran, under you. And no, only if needed. Aran, what is a human without freedom? They will endure hardship and they will stumble a lot by themselves. But that is the price of autonomy. Humans have equally the potential to destroy as much as the potential to create. Your power will reduce man to nothing, a machine. The mere thought of a being that controls their very existence will ruin them. They will make it. Without a God above, without you. And no, then what of me? Aaron, no idea. You too can live, but your gift is something humanity is not ready for. They will manage themselves. And no, on what basis may you so confident? You will have to trust me for that. Trust that we will make a difference this time. And no, fool, imbecile, simpleton even. Aaron, that is what a human is after all. A simpleton. We will live in some way or another. John, we will fall, but we will eventually get back up. Aaron, so please believe in us this time. The one who once was despised their word. An emotionally driven sentence spoken sloppily for an idealistic dream. Such a human thing. But he too was once a human. Perhaps this time. And no, leave. A wall shifted, open showing an emergency escape ship. Pristine condition. And no, leave and don't make me regret. Aaron, I promise you. Aaron and John carried the companion aboard the ship. As the engine started, the one who once was wondered if he made the right call. Solar flare, estimate time of arrival, 1 minute. The 37E/ART crew engaged wormhole drive. Destination: Alpha Centauri system. Solar flare estimate time of arrival 30 seconds. The 37E/ART crew departed. Solar flare estimate time of arrival 20 seconds. Unknown. Keep your promise well. Solar flare estimate time of arrival 10 seconds. 9 seconds. 8 seconds. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. The research ship got engulfed in solar flare once again. The flare penetrated the unprotected ship hull once again. The One Wuhan was body got disintegrated once again. However, this time, he did not regenerate again.